Hi Luke, great to see you again today. Just to recap on what we did during today's session. First area of concern was your takeaway. As we can see here on the left, the first move away gets the club working too much on the inside and the club gets too far behind you. If you compare that to what we see here on the right with Dave Toms, takeaway is on a much more neutral line. As we get to the halfway or waist level position, what we're seeing is a different line to the shaft, so the club is more in front of him. Your shaft, if we extend the line, is pointed way out in front of you. What we see with Dave Toms is a line that points more in the direction of his left hip. This results in a little bit less body turn during the takeaway, and therefore he can complete his swing with a turning of the body whilst the arms are swinging. In your case, the completion of your backswing tends to be more with the lifting of the arms, which results in that long top of the backswing position that we see there. So we need to first of all get the takeaway on a much more neutral line, and we then need to work a little bit more on the feel that you're going to complete your backswing with a turning of the shoulders. What this results in with Dave Toms is an ability to deliver the club more from the inside, as the club comes back down on a very similar line to which it went back on. What we see with yourself is a steepening of the swing, and particularly a steepening of the shaft as you come into impact. This is why what we're noticing with your ball flight is a ball that starts either left if you release it like that one and stays left, or starts straight and then leaks to the right with your irons. Your tendency then with driver is to get the ball crossing over the target line early and actually curving right all the way through its flight. So ways to prevent that, if we just use Dave Toms to illustrate, is to stand with your back or your backside touching a wall, and to try and swing the club back so that we don't make contact with that wall. At the moment, if we were to put that wall in place for yourself, you would make contact with it very early. There you go. And then as you get to the top of your backswing, you would start to make contact with it with your right elbow. What we're seeing in Dave Toms is much less contact with that wall, certainly nowhere near as early. You can see there he's well clear of it. Just clip it at that point, but that's by that time it's of no consequence whatsoever. And then when we get to the top of the backswing, we get that right elbow in a much better tucked position where it's pointing down behind the right heel as opposed to pointing way out behind you. If you can get those two areas boxed off, Luke, you'll see a tremendous difference in your overall ball flight and shot shape. If you need anything in the meantime, just pick up the phone, give us a call. Hopefully you put that next lesson in for a couple of weeks' time so we can get you back on this and have a look at it on video.